Hey everybody, and welcome back to Farm Sim 19. And we're going to start something new. I think we're going to start a new streaming series. It's been a while since we've regularly streamed one specific type of thing. We're going to do the South Island farm. Once she's done and ready to go, we're going to do that as a recorded series. But we're going to do this. We're going to do this debt-free farm challenge because people say it's hard. And I'm not really sure if it really is that hard. But anyway, we are going to do it on Bessie beneath. I thought that was kind of a good average map to do it on. And I wanted to show you the mods that we're going to use for this because a little twist. A little twist from some of the folks that are doing something like this. I'm not going to use a single vehicle or implement mod. The only vehicles and implements I'm going to use are base game or DLC equipment. So I'm going to show you the mods we've got activated. Most of these mods are script-based mods just to make my life a little bit easier to some degree. We've got Straw Harvest. That's the only real non-paid DLC, I guess you could say, we're going to work with. We are going to do easy unload bale forks because you know what? Pallet and bale collisions are just stupid in game. So we're going to help ourselves out with that. We're going to use a service trailer because we have more fuel usage enabled, increased fuel consumption enabled. So we really need a service trailer. So that's kind of another exception to the rule there as far as base game equipment and vehicles. Seasons, slower refueling because you know what? We are masochists for sure. Let's go ahead and jump in. Hey, Abitabo, Victor, Will, DB, White Lightning, how is everybody doing tonight? Alright, so I've basically been in here, made sure all the mods were saved, made sure I could actually load up with Seasons and Straw Harvest. We've got $500,000. We are on hard mode. Okay. We are on 9-day seasons. Okay. We own no land. Our garage is empty. So I think we pretty much have satisfied most of those requirements. And what we're going to do is we're going to buy this cow farm down here. It's dirt cheap, 72 grand. Ba-ching. So that's where we're going to be. So we've got a cattle farm. We've got some sheds. Something else I need to put down is I need to put down a sleep trigger. I'm going to use Alien Gems sleep trigger once I figure out where it is. Oh, you serious? Oh, I hate when they do that. Where is it? Is it up here? It's up here and I can't get rid of it because it's burned in the map. So we can't put a sleep trigger down. That's annoying. All right, jump to the shop. Got 428 grand to play with. Make sure we don't actually have a debt. No loan. All right, good. So I've been thinking about this a little bit, and I think we're going to go with a medium tractor. And we're going to go with something a little big. How big does this get? 240 horsepower? No. 280 horsepower for $211,000. Hey, Ron, what's up? Hey, Anthony, Tom. So this is a very big prospect to be the tractor. 280 grand plus GPS. 226. 280 horsepower. 250 horsepower. Puma. 270 horsepower. And 295 horsepower for 229. 244 for 295. 4. 226 for 280. 4. 313 for 267. Oh, that's too much. That's too much. All right, yep, we're going with the Massey. Massey, 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 Massey. $158 for 261. Ooh. Ooh. 261. Seriously, 261 horsepower. 158. Oh, chokes me up a little bit. All right, we're doing it. Bam-o. That is our tractor. Hey, Southern Lady, what is up? How you doing tonight? So we own our own tractor at this point. So obviously the key to staying out of debit is to take contracts, be able to do contracts. So now we have a tractor we can do contracts on. Let's see here, land values. So I can buy some land, some little land for 46 grand. How much money I got? 200 grand. Buy this field. Ching. We can buy this field. Ching. And we can buy this field. Ching. All right, $60,000 is all we got left. I think I've spent enough money for now. Let's go earn us some moolah. Plowing. 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 Ew, who likes to know? I don't think so. We're gonna bypass plowing. Plowing is annoying. 42. Where's field 42? Anybody see? Oh, field 42 is way over here. Kind of big. All right, let's do something more fun. Let's start out easy. Field 47. Yes. Look how these don't give me any equipment. How about that? These don't let me borrow equipment. Have I ever seen that before? These do. Very, very interesting. 46. You might say, hey, you don't have a cultivator. $5 meters, 7 meters. I told me that was Massey Ferguson red. Let's work. What's Raz up to tonight? Oh, good. British traffic. Apparently the button on my wheel unfolds equipment. I've never seen that before, where you can't borrow equipment. Go the right direction. Dawn of Man. So is Sir Karnak, what's his name? Is the founding father still kicking? Or did he kick it? Or can you not tell because it would be too much of a reveal? Uploading. So we'll have to buy a plow because I got to plow up the grass. Is it gonna plow up the grass? Maybe he joined a raider team. Maybe him and the old lady had an argument. He's like, I'm done with you, lady. Well, we learned to play the game here, people. Map to terrain angle. Go the way I want to go, people. I want to go the way I want to go. Oh, the Hofbergman video with the Carnival, no doubt. I'm curious where you got the bumper cars. Hey Darren, what's up? Did everybody go get the Total War Saga Troy Edition over at Epic Game Store. It's FREE until tomorrow morning. A $50 value. Then some other things of note is that I plan on resurrecting the Survival Sundays because Surviving the Aftermath has been updated with update number 9. That update includes a completely new game start gameplay mode. Well, not really mode, but gameplay aspect where you pick 3 specialists at the start of the game, and basically those 3 specialists land on the map out in the wilderness, and it's up to them to scout the area, kill off wild beasts, and make a settlement ready for settlers. And then you pop the top on a flare, shoot it up in the sky, and your first settlers show up. So basically you can start a different area in the map other than always starting same spot right by the road gate. Your specialists can either do a whole lot of scavenging and collecting of resources before you pop the top, so that you've got a good start, or basically they could come in, clear some wild animals, put down a little tent, and call in the settlers early on. But also now have critters, so they have like sheep, pigs, cows, chickens. You can now have animals. Have to basically barter the animals from other settlements. That's how you get your animals, and animals reproduce, and I assume produce product to help feed your colony. Yeah, we're going to be kicking off Survival Sundays again this weekend. I want to try to get back in a little bit of a regular streaming groove. Got a little out of the streaming habit and streaming schedule as of late. Hey Isaac, what's up? Yeah, I've never seen this where some contracts let you borrow equipment and others don't. I don't know if that's a setting that you can configure if those contracts are somehow messed up. Oh my gosh, I hope not. Hey Ethan, how you doing tonight? So when I was thinking about doing this, I've been thinking about doing this for a couple weeks now, and I've been kind of thinking about what map to do it on for a couple weeks now. I spent a good hour this evening kind of figuring out which map I wanted to do it on. First, I was going to do it on one of the Polish maps because you know what, I like them. I like how they look, and the normal contracts basically let you borrow equipment. You can either borrow it or just do it. What a normal contract looks like. These, notice the borrow button's gone. There's no equipment that they're offering. So I was going to do a Polish map. Looked at a couple Polish maps. So I thought, you know what, that would add some extra challenge to it because, you know what, Polish maps basically pay out next to nothing for contracts. So if you use contracts to stay out of debt and keep getting money rolling in, buy other stuff, and it made Polish maps more difficult. But I thought, you know what, some of the land was super cheap. I mean, with 500,000, you could buy probably a dozen plots of land and a little farm, and you know, you just use a little old equipment that's cheap. So I thought, well, tell me that's cheating. So I thought I was going to go over to Hofbergman. I was going to do it on Hofbergman for a couple reasons. Mostly just to reinforce the fact that the Global Company honey is just a complete rip of the honey that's in Hofbergman, and I'm not overly happy about that. So I was just going to use this as a great reason to just reinforce that Hofbergman's had honey for months, 9 months at least. But then I thought, well, maybe the yard I was going to use is that little contracting shed that Raz is using on his series. And I thought, you know what, maybe somebody would say that's cheating because it's just a shed and a little parking lot. You know, it's like 70 grand. So then I looked at, what was it, Little Norton? Was that a recent British map? And I was going to do that one. I wanted to do the double sheep farm, but it was pretty expensive. It was like $200-some thousand. There was a little contractor yard on Little Norton that was basically just a silo and a building. Pretty cheap. But I thought that kind of limited my income potential. Then I looked at this map, and this cow farm was pretty cheap, 70-some grand. Had a cow farm, so in theory I could buy some cows and raise them for beef or raise them for milk. Income, and there really wouldn't be much room for argument because it's a farm. So that's what I thought I'd do. Yep, Bessie beneath is the Dusty Dave map. Green slowly raise when I stand still. You mean like this? Is your mouse moving? Hey James, what's up? Well, I don't think so. I mean, okay, so what's field 2 look like compared to field 38? Field 38 offers equipment, field 2 does not. The Kuberlin DLC? Well, other than the live stream, where I used it during the live stream, when it came out, really haven't used it much. I'm using it here. That's what this cultivator is. I like the fast baler. In my opinion, the fast baler might be worth the admissions price. Right? Take a look here. Brands. Cougarland. Now the plow is kind of interesting. We'll probably use the plow later. Plowing. Yeah, the seeder is kind of cool. I like how this one has the pipes. I like these seeders where they're straight and then they unfold and then you connect here. These are interesting because they're variable length. You can get bigger spray bars on them. And then this is a nice cheap little mower. And then you've got the multi-wrapper baler. Well, you'd pick it up from the store, I guess. Now, where you normally pick contracts up at? Yeah, you've got, let's jump over here to balers. Yeah, so it's got the fast baler. So this is a continuous round baler. You don't have to stop to unload it. Continuous round baler wrapper. So it's worth the price of admission, I think. I mean, for me, I think the only DLC that I question real value in is the Cormac DLC for round cotton bales, just because it's so specialized. Unless you're going to do cotton, unless you care about round bales, then it's useless. Pretty much, the other DLCs have varied equipment in them, so they're a little less so specialized. Anderson pack is a little more specialized because it's all mostly baling equipment, bale handling equipment, and it just has that logging trailer kind of tossed in there, and then the poplar baler kind of just tossed in there. Yeah. 17 stuff spawned at the individual fields, but a 19 spawns at the shop. Yeah, overall the map edge on this map is well done. 45, the field that's right in front of us is on the map, and the hedge there and everything beyond it is beyond the playable boundary. What we do was go in that direction when you said it was a nice view. I know if you figured it out, Will, you'd probably set that way on most of your maps because it makes it harder. Like, no, you got to use your own equipment, people. So I thought I would kind of up the ante by basically using in-game tractors and implements because, well, you can go to the mod hub and there's mod hub stuff. There's mods everywhere, right? That could give you, yeah, a super cheap tractor that gives you really good horsepower, and that's kind of gaming the system, right? So, so this way, um, this way you're kind of limited to a certain economy. Figure that the game pricing is somewhat balanced based on the availability of making income. So, I spent close to half of my my starting bank on this one tractor. But pretty much going to be my tractor we're going to use pretty much for everything. Quite frankly, the plan is when I'm done cultivating fields, the cultivator is gone, being sold. No need to keep it around. Thought about just flat out leasing it, but I thought I would probably use it more than the difference between selling it and the depreciation. No, Isaac, I don't need more tractors. I only drive one at a time. Got 280 horsepower. I don't need anything else. More tractors mean more money. Tractors just mean you spend more money. I only drive one at a time. Yeah, field size kind of played into it a little bit too. Yeah, it's kind of why the Polish maps really appeal. A lot you can do in 2 hours on a Polish map. So when your farm's bigger, you can only drive one tractor at a time. Hey Blake, what's up? Probably not. Probably doesn't have MTA. I'm in a circle. Nope, no MTA. Don't plug it. So other setups that we've got going on here. We've got weeds on, lime on, plowing on, crop destruction on. %. 6, 7. That close to here? Right next door. Yep. Hard economy. It's the only way to play. I mean, if you're doing a debt-free farm challenge and you have easy economy, that's like, why? Why even do that? Why even do it? Man, I thought about doing a debt-free farm challenge where you start from 0, but I thought people wouldn't have the patience for that. Done. Done, son. James, I don't know. Is it on console? It's Bessie beneath in the Giants mod hub. Not on console. I have no idea. You'll have to ask map author. Yeah, I was gonna do a Polish map, start from 0 with 0 land owned and 0 equipment, and to never have a debt. Done it before, but takes a while. Did it on Ballydorn earlier this year. Did it on Ballydorn. Started with nothing, just basically did a bunch of contracts, borrowing equipment, but enough money to buy a small tractor. Bought a small tractor, bought a small fertilizer spreader, did more contracts. Basically had enough money to buy the area around the sawmill. Basically forested it for easy trees, sold them at the sawmill. That then gave me enough money to upgrade the tractor. That was Raz's series on Mini Brun, wasn't it? Did that on Emerald Coast back in 17. Now that was kind of gave you a little bit of a pass on 17 because you had free access to trees. 17. Starting from absolute scratch was a little easier in that regard. My guess is because, I mean, is this map not available on console? I guess for console compatibility. Or believed console compatibility. No, it's PC only. At least for now. Maybe forever. Other fields we got close by. 51, 53, 54, 50. Contracts in the 50s. One plowing, 50 cultivating. Hey, Jason. Thanks. And of course, we carried that on into 19. As best we could. Yeah, I saw that, and I'm hoping he can send me the map. I don't know if it's hoping if it's not released that he releases it and that he sends it to me, or I know where it's at, because I'd love to see how it is, and maybe talk about it compared to some of the maps that have been released with respect to its quality. You know, like maps where you try to buy pigs and the game crashes on you. Or where you can't use silage bunkers because the tip collisions are messed up. One of the maps just got updated and re-released with an update to fix tip collisions because you couldn't use most of the silage bunkers because the tip collisions were messed up. That's apparently Giant's quality. Yeah, I thought you did. I thought that was the one where you had the dock and you put in the sawmill and all that. Oh, that's where you... Yeah, that's where you had some of those save game problems with the placeable trees and stuff. Yeah, an older John Deere harvester. Amazing grass. Hey, this grass looks pretty good. I don't know what it looks like. I don't remember what it looks like grown, but it looks pretty good. Kind of short like this. I don't know, DB. I'd say maybe it isn't going to fit up to their standards. They don't want to seem to release a forestry map and just try to come up with reasons not to release it other than, oh, we got a lot of forestry maps. We don't want to release another one. But they don't have any problem dumping more forestry equipment out there in the mod hub. Well, Riley, it's hard to say what you did, but check the game log. That's the first place to look for anything related to game crashes. Yeah, the chainsaw is a complete pain in the tail. Now, there is a mod that showed up in the mod hub last week, maybe, that supposedly, like, improves the chainsaw. Like, it makes the targeting bigger, so it's a little less particular. Hey, Bradley, what's up? Um, 80%. Thought it was a little bit further than that, but okay. I don't think it gives you sawdust or wood chips. Oh well, you missed about 50 minutes of setting up what the purpose of this, what the constraints of the challenge were, and how we spent the first $480,000. Other than that, nope, didn't miss a thing. A brief recap is from Bessie beneath. We're going to do what they call a debt-free farm challenge, which means we can't go into debt. We started with $500,000. We started with no equipment and no land owned. We had to buy a piece of land. Basically we had to buy a farm. We bought this tractor, cultivator. We bought a farm right down the road over there. And we've taken out 2 contracts. That field over there and this field. And we've got $22,000 left. I was curious where you got those carnival mods. A little bit of a parade down Main Street. Nine-day seasons. That was the terms of the challenge as it was laid out to me. The site with no name, eh? This is the Massey Ferguson 7726. Nope, we're using in-game equipment. Modded equipment would be too easy because you can just get something cheap. Nope, 5x speed. I mean, you could sleep through the night, I guess. I guess you could speed up time. Supposed to have it set at 5x normal time. I mean, I guess if you have absolutely nothing to do, you might as well speed up time. I don't see how that could be easy. I mean, setting it to 1x would give you a whole lot of time. Setting it to 10x would make it more difficult. I mean, if you wanted to set it to 10... Oh, look at that. No collision on that. If you wanted to set it to 10x, then I guess you could. You could find a 300 horsepower cheap tractor if you looked. I thought I'd up the ante and only do base game equipment and DLCs. They didn't say anything about not having a hired helper, but I don't plan on using one. I mean, I only plan on owning this thing. I mean, I might eventually own a harvester. Probably not. Can't stand the mold board plows. I mean, if I tear up the grass fields that I just bought, I did buy, boom, 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 I did buy 3 fields with that money also. So the only way I can do anything other than grass with those would be to plow them. Hey, Paul, what's up? So I don't really think plowing contracts are cost effective for the amount of time investment. I think cultivation contracts are more cost effective for time investment. The most cost effective for time is fertilizing contracts for sure. I'd say then the second most cost effective would be harvesting contracts, because you can basically cash in on the extra crop. If we look at contracts here, so this one's 6 acres, it's going to pay me $1,700. Here's the 6-acre plow contract. It's going to pay me $4,000. Okay, so a little more than double, right? But to get a plow that a 300 horsepower tractor can do, I don't even have 300. I got 280, right? So I can't do a 5-meter plow. 300. 550. So best I can do is like a 2.5-meter plow. So it's going to take me more than twice as long to do that plowing contract than a cultivation contract. So why mess with them? I mean, really what I got to do is I got to decide when it comes time for fertilizing, which will be a while, is do I want to do liquid or solid, right? So if we look at crop protection, 30 grand, 26 grand, So if we did, 66, 84. This sprayer's 4,600 liters. $24,000. 39,000. So I'm thinking solid fertilizer. Get the added benefit of maybe doing a lime. Look at, so we can't use bulk fill points, so we've got to use big bags and pallets. So fertilizer is $1.90 a liter. Good fertilizer is 200 divided by 2,000. $1.60 a liter. I guess liquid is technically cheaper. So we're not going to use modded pallets either. There's a mod that came out recently that allows you to buy bulk pallets that really changes the cost to pallets. So we're not going to use modded pallets. We're going to use base game pallets. Modded pallets can really affect the economy because you can get really cheap bulk pallets. So another reason I want to do it this way with no mods, or very little mods, is it's going to force me to use base game stuff. It's going to force me to maybe use DLC that I've got that I just maybe haven't used for other reasons. Like this Cougarland DLC cultivator, I got it because it was pretty darn cheap. And it worked within my horsepower range. That's why I got it. This cultivator is 240 horsepower, 5 meters, right? That's too big. 400 horsepower. That's way too big. 500 horsepower, 400. 300 at 6 meters. Then we get into these, right? Got a disc harrow. We're up to Here we go. This one's 5 meters, 140 horsepower. I'll say it how I want it, Cooverland. He's always good for a chuckle. I mean, let's talk about this. I mean, how do you pronounce that? John Deere? I pronounce it crap, but okay. You can pronounce it how you want. Yeah, do that from time to time. More time you spend going in one direction is best. We own that little grass area back there, right? And that little grass area behind the BGA. Yeah, we own the little grass area just on the other side of that shed. Over there. And we own this little grass field on the other side of our farm. And, you know, we're going to mow that for grass. And maybe, well, probably by the time that happens, we'll probably have enough money to buy some cattle. Get some cattle. Might feed them silage. Probably won't have enough money to do TMR for now. Probably won't do milk. It takes so long to get milk. So we'll probably just do beef. Well, that's pretty indicative of possibly you deleted wrong things there. Starts working each line by line, correcting it, correcting it, correcting it. We'll just have to see. Yeah, I mean, with all these trees that are obviously barren right now, they will all be fall colors. Come fall. I honestly have no idea if Dusty Dave plans on releasing this for console. I really don't know why it wouldn't have been released on console. So, what did you delete? out of the map. Let's start with that. Hey, Jacob, what's up? Well, I don't know, Will. I mean, we've seen maps get updated for console that support both Raw Harvest and Seasons. Have we not? Yeah, Isaac, I don't touch global company stuff. That's a non-starter. Well, a small pile of pallets and scrap at a fence, that shouldn't blow anything up. So, let's start with... So you deleted those items and then you saved. How soon after you hit save did you close the map? It takes a little while to save the map out. Possibly you saved it and then closed it before it was done writing. And technically, just to delete the pallets, you just click on them and you hit delete. That shouldn't break anything. Junk in a fence. Just click on it, hit delete. Typically. Then you'd save it. You'd have to wait until it basically said it was done saving. Then you close the editor. And in theory, you zip the map back up. But you don't really have to zip the map back up. Well, Jacob, it kind of starts with just watching some tutorials online. Trust me, the Giants documentation is documentation by word alone. I think the best way folks kind of get into map making is to just find a map that you're interested in tweaking. Personal use. Load it up into the editor and just start watching some tutorials and just messing around a little bit. Says who, White Lightning? Says who? Says you? Okay. Each his own. didn't realize this fence didn't have a collision on it. Oh, that's bad, right? But genetic, it probably did it because you had, you know, worked it hard. During winter, I'll do field work until the ground's frozen. Depends on if you've got enough money to buy forestry equipment in a forestry area. Oh, James, that's funny. All right, where are we at with this one? 85%. Jessica Richer. Let's see. Do we have any more Jessica Richer contracts? Plowing. I'm not plowing nothing for you. Oh, that's too. Remember back in the day when you got like reputation for doing work for people? So yeah, if you own a BGA, then winter would be an excellent time to sell off silage. Put away back in autumn. So Riley, you're gonna have to read the message, the error, and basically then go in if it's missing, if it can't find the XML, either missing, which is not an easy fix because you've got an entire file missing, or the file path is wrong, and then you got to figure out one where the file is, path is that's correct, and then change it. I mean, it's gonna take some work. Probably best just to dump that and start all over again. Winter time is a great time to sell off animals. It's a great time to sell crop. Hey David, what's up? How is your Friday? So, what's today? Today's Thursday. So yesterday was a monumental day in the in the Farmer Klein household. Our oldest can now officially drive herself anywhere she wants. Celebrated that fact by, well, driving herself to a brace face appointment in the morning, which was great because I didn't have to take off work. And then, shockingly, she calls me like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Says, "Hey, I'm gonna take brother to the park. He's 6." I was like, "Oh, what? You're gonna spend time with your brother willingly?" Shock. Oh no, she's a good driver. Saturday is another monumental day. Starts her very first real job. Gonna be a Dunkin' Donuts chick. Selling donuts and pouring coffee. First field 85. 85. Guess we gotta go down this road. Okay. I know. I was like, find out if you can, like, you know, get cheap day-old donuts. Always remember, good old dad likes the custard-filled donuts. Not that nasty white cream filling. Custard filling. That's kind of like pudding and it's kind of yellow. Our good old bear claw. Anything with brown sugar and cinnamon. Up to 15. Hey Chris, what's up? Boston cream is the best. No faking the bacon. Yeah, she needs a job because, well, making her own car payment, paying for her own insurance. Well, she's going to pay us for her insurance. Hey, Skyler, what's up? I'd say now she could drive to school, but, well, crazy school officials are scared of children, so now everyone has to stay at home and go to school at home. So if you're scared of children, then maybe you should become a burden on society and not be trying to teach. Why'd you only eat deep fried butter once? I mean, was it so bad? I mean, it couldn't be any worse than a deep fried Twinkie. I mean, you got double fried, you got country fried steak, fried Snickers, fried ice cream. You could fry some marshmallow fluff. You don't know what a Twinkie is? What on earth is wrong with you? What country have you come from that don't know what a Twinkie is? It is a miracle of a lemony type cake thing with a creamy filling. Deep fried Starburst. Oh my gosh. And we've got, you know, other classic fried foods. Take some pig skin and you fry it and you have yourself some nice pig skin. Crackling, what do they call that junk? In the tractor. It's all good. New Zealand? I don't know. They probably don't have Twinkies in New Zealand. There's a picture there in the wiki. Maybe somebody could send you Twinkies. It's all good. No, no, no. We don't eat eyeballs from pigs. Oh, baby roots are good. Anything with chocolate and nougat. Nougat is that little special ingredient that makes everything yummy. But you go eat some Scrabble, okay? You want country, go eat some Scrabble. What about starting down here at the pig farm? But ultimately changed the brain. Because the pig farm down here was $98,000. I thought about doing pig farm, but decided 72,000 for the cow farm over there was good enough. I've never heard of Avala, whatever that is. Let's Google that and see what that is. Search to Google. That's fancy. But there's a fancy dessert. If it don't come wrapped in plastic, it's just not American. Oh, are you doing breeding pigs or are you just doing fattening pigs? If you're doing breeding pigs, you best have lots of room because when they start popping them out, they pop them out quick. Ah, biscuits and gravy. Although I really don't like biscuits with gravy. I like the chip beef and gravy we make. That over some toast. That's some good eating. Alright, Life of Bugs, thanks for dropping by. About some pickled eggs. Those blue looking eggs? What are those blue eggs? Oh, Bradley, I've never seen that. I think that's just a... You got an Xbox? I think it's just an Xbox thing. Heard Xbox folks talk about it before, but I've never seen it. Oh, okay. Maybe it's just a console thing. Like I said, I've never seen it. That's where, like, you buy the spotted pigs and then you load up the game and then they're black pigs, right? Visually they're different, but in the menu they still are the same type. How much is this one paying out? 2,300 bucks. Hey, so far we've earned $5 grand. So how do you take your pancakes? Do you lather them with butter? Put some syrup on them? White Lightning would be proud of this striped field. Lemon and sugar. That just sounds weird. Like lemon juice? Oh, honey. Never did honey. I've never tried honey. Chocolate on pancakes. Never tried that either. More of a traditional butter and syrup kind of guy myself. Now the youngest, he just likes to dip it in syrup. We established that Isaac is New Zealand. I don't know what happened. Somehow he got jumped up to 15x there for a little bit. Okay. Oh, Nutella. Hey, Hank, what's up? How about bagels? How do you eat your bagel? So, for me, I'll take the bagel with cream cheese and a little bit of cinnamon sprinkled on top. Or, if we're out of that, fire up some good old peanut butter and slather it on there. Hot bagel with juicy melted peanut butter. Here we go. Yeah, and a bagel with some ham on it and some melted cheese. Bagel with some eggs and not sausage. Sausage is eggs and ham and bacon. You can keep your sausage. Steps might be a little off on this field. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to finish this field out and then jump to tomorrow. And that's where we're going to do the stream. Next stream will be day 2. I'm going to finish this field out. We'll finish out the stream for another about 13 minutes. See how far we get on the field, and then I'll just finish the field out myself. And like I said, when we come back to this, we're going to be doing The debt-free farm is going to be 100% streaming series. I'm going to do very little off-camera work, so everybody knows we're not cheating. We're not cheating, and doing other stuff with funny stuff with money. Don't know what we're going to be doing tomorrow night. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow night or if I'm going to do some other stuff tomorrow night. I will definitely be back on Sunday night doing a rejuvenating survival Sundays with Surviving the Aftermath. Got updated. Might stream on Saturday. I don't know. See what's going on. I have a specific goal in mind with this map? Not really. Play the game, not borrow any money. Enjoy time with you guys. Hey, whatever works, right? Let's see where we at. We are at 67%. Hopefully we'll have more cultivating contracts tomorrow. I'm not doing any plowing. Plowing's not worth my time. Ground temps need to come up a bit before we'll really get into planting contracts. Planting contracts will pay out okay. That is, we got to buy seed. When we get into planting, I think I might meters. 6 meters. I mean, if we've got the money, right? That setup will do us good. Come time to plant, we can sell the cedar. Sell the cultivator. I don't typically plant before the ground temp is up, just because it will. You can run into issues with failed germination if you do that. It's not a, you know, you're not assured to lose a crop. In theory, if you plant before the germination temp comes up, you'll just wait. Depending on how long it waits, you can have some failed germination spots. It could be in a condition where it never gets to the point where it needs to germinate and you lose the whole field. That's happened before. So I just wait until it's germination temp and then just drop the stuff in the ground. Another thing that affects germination is going to be your ground moisture. Get into drought conditions, then crop hasn't come up yet. Then you can come into failed germination. At this rate, we might be done this field before the end of the stream. Baling contracts. I mean, that's what I'm hoping we get. Got a lot of grass fields. Imagine if we got a lot of baling contracts and save the excess silage bales and sell those off. You have hope. Barn. Go down here. Oh, 70 grand. The biogas plant. It's not too terrible bad. Of course, we don't have the money to do that. Just wait. Once the fertilizing contracts hit, rolling in much better money. True. The only thing though with silage contracts is you need a lot of equipment, especially if they're all contracts that don't offer you equipment. This is the first time I've seen a map where you get these here where it's like, no, I'm not giving you no stuff. You want to plow field 28, you better have it because I'm not going to give it to you. Here, you know, you can borrow it. Here, nope, not so much. We don't really know why or how. Some fields are offering equipment on contracts and others don't. Field that offers equipment looks like it's set up the same as the field that doesn't. Isaac, I've never seen it. Never noticed. Put it that way, I've never noticed. Getting dark. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6 more passes. Six more passes. Getting dark, so that's good. So I think that's where we're going to call it for the night. Getting dark, y'all can't really see that so good. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up and then sleep through the evening. And next time we're back here on this map, we will be into the second day of early spring. Again, we're on 9-day seasons. Started with $500,000 in cash. Goals to never go in debt, never take out a loan. And, well, see if you can survive the first year at least. By the first year, I think it's pretty easy. From that point forward, have a decent amount of cash on hand. And as Isaac said, till next time, happy farming.